Okay, this is another part of our dilation lesson. In this one, we're going to be using more than one transformation. So in this situation, we'll be working with translations, reflections, rotations, or our new one, which is dilation, which is when we enlarge or shrink down a figure. So it says the vertices of a trapezoid are -2, -1. So over to -2 down to -1. B is going to be over to -1 up to +1. So there's our B. C is 0, 1, so over to 0 up to 1. There's our C. And 0, -1, so over to 0 down to -1. There's our D. So here's our trapezoid, which is a four-sided figure that has one set of parallel lines. Okay, so it says dilate the trapezoid with respect to the origin using a scale factor of 2. So we're going to take each of these sets times 2. Okay, so each number in each set we're going to take times 2. So I'm going to do that in blue. When I dilate it, I'm going to do my dilation in blue. So -2 times 2 is going to give me -4, comma, -2. So over to -4, down to -2. That's my new A. Okay, B, -1 times 2 is -2, and 1 times 2 is 2. So over to -2 up to +2, there's my new B. C, 0 times 2 is 0, 1 times 2 is 2. So over to 0 up to 2. That's my new C. And then 0 times 2 is 0, and -1 times 2 is -2. Over to 0, down to -2. Okay, so that's my new letter D. So here's my new trapezoid. Once again, those are the same shapes. It's just one is larger than the other, or two times larger. Okay, so the next step that it says, then we're going to translate the unit 6 units to the right and 2 units up. Okay, so I prefer to translate by taking each one of these. So I'm going to do my translation. We're going to do that in yellow. So 6 units to the right and 2 units up. So I'm going to take my C off of my blue and I'm going to follow that translation. So 6 units to the right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2 units up. 1, 2. So here is my new C. Okay, I'm going to erase those dots. I was just doing that so that you could see each of my steps. Okay, now I can either go ahead and just copy by saying, okay, I'm going to go 2 units to the right to get to that B, or I can follow that translation for each of them. But I know that it's going to keep the same size, so I'm going to go 2 boxes over. That's my new B, which is right here. Sorry, my board's a little bit off. And then my D is 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes down. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's my new D. And my A is 4 boxes over from that to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my A, and then I'll connect my A and my B. Now, that's one method. Your other method would be to follow that translation from each of your points A, B, C, and D. So the question then asks, what are the coordinates of the image? So our newest image, our yellow image, they want us to go ahead and write out the coordinates of our yellow image. So for A, my new coordinates are, well, over to 2. Remember, it's always over, then up or down because it's X, then Y. Okay, so it's over to 2, stay at 0. For B, well, I had to go over to 4 and up to 4. For C, it's over to 6, up to 4. And for D, it's over to 6, stay at 0. So there's my new coordinates. So this is going through and working with multiple, in this case, it happened to be 2 different transformations. We did a dilation to begin with and then a translation. So this section is kind of tying all of those transformations together. Okay, good luck with this part of the lesson.